Hey everybody, it's Graduate Breeze here. So today I'm going to talk about your boyfriend's friends. Okay, so every guy's kind of got that group of his boys, his boys. Not his work buddies or the people he'll play like basketball with or something like that. No, I'm talking about his boys. The ones he grew up with, the ones he went to high school with, friends of the families, the people closest to him, the people he actually will go and like tell your relationship stuff to. If you're in a relationship or if you're just talking to the guy, chances are they know about you. If you're serious or even if you're not, those are the people that he tells his business to on a regular basis. There's usually five, or at least I'm going to talk about five. You have the one that's just obnoxious. Either he's always in the clubs, bars, just out, always drinking, always just turned up for no reason. Turned up in situations where it's like, we're at Denny's. Why are you turning up at Denny's on a Monday at noon? It's not okay. Second one, you have the buddy that's in a relationship. Now, he's either faithful. In that case, that is the buddy that you want him to spend the most time with. And if he's unfaithful, it's not that he can't spend time with him, but I wouldn't want him to be going out in like social like clubs with him. It's almost better for him to be with the guy who's turned up all the time, because at least with him, he's gonna be your man's gonna be more like a babysitter. Where if he's with the other one, you might have to worry because he's kind of gonna peer pressure him into like, oh, talk to this girl, or be my wingman. So you kind of want to watch that one. That's really the one where you kind of gotta got that like side glance, like, you okay? Third one, third, yeah, third one. That's the guy that's usually like either super into sports or into school or just kind of into something, like he's focused on it, like beeline. Whether, with my man, it's school. A lot of his friends are very like nerdy and they're super into school. And that's focused, like, oh man, you need to study, you need to do this, blah blah blah. And they seem to be like the taskmasters a lot of times. They're the ones that are like kind of like the most bossy. They're like, I won't call them the alphas, but sometimes, if you get the jocks that are more like, yeah, like, this is my group, those types of kind of guys. Harmless to you, usually. Usually. It's just, if you're the type of girl that wants to control everything or wants your man with you 24/7, you're probably going to bump heads with this person because you're like going to try and share him, or he's going to want him to be someplace and you're going to want him to be someplace. So that's kind of where you guys are going to bump heads. But for the most part, they're not that hard to like deal with, the five, this one. And then last but not least, you got his best friend. His best friend is just, their bond is so like tight, and the best friend comes in all different. I mean, usually they're the most similar to your man, and that could cause like problems because they're a lot alike. They like the same things. They might like you. And I've had this happen before where one of my, my boyfriend, one of his friends was super into me. And you could tell, and it definitely made my man more like, what is going on here? And that's kind of, it is a problem, but just stay away from that whole situation. Like, your man's friends don't have to love you. They should like you, but they don't have to love you. Hang out with them. Hang out with them. Go to the sporting events. Go to the, fight parties, like, boxing. Go to the bars with them, to watch games or just to hang out and chill. If there are other girls around, don't be the only girl. That shit is annoying. I've had that happen to me accidentally. I thought more people were going to be there and it wasn't. It is awful. But no, like, you want to be cool with them. You know, you want to know a little bit about them. They should know a little bit about you. You guys should have like an acquaintance type relationship where if you see them, it's like, oh, hey, how are you? You know, that's it. Don't be all up in their face. Don't interrogate them. Don't be that annoying girl. You want to have the balance where they like you. They don't have a problem if you come out with them. They know that you know how to act. You can't be like flirty with them. I know a lot of girls, like, you're playful and you want that attention and you want them to like you. But you kind of got to tone that down because it can definitely be taken the wrong way. You're just trying to be nice and you just want them to like you, but they're seeing it as, oh, well, maybe she's like more interested in me than in him. And that's not the zone you want to get into at all. You want to stay far away from that. You want to be in the middle. You want to be the girl that they like for him, you know? And that's important. There should never be a time when you're texting them, ever, unless you're planning a surprise party for him and you want them to come. There should never be a time when you're calling them, ever. You should never be meeting them under any circumstances by yourself without your man there. That shit is not okay. That's not cool. I don't know. You're crossing so many lines. Like, it should be a relationship like with when you and your man are together, you guys can go hang out with them and it's cool. Like, that's how it should be. So yeah, your man's friends. It's important. It is important, you know, that because you're gonna be in their lives. They're gonna be around. They're gonna be there. They're gonna ruin things for you sometimes. They're gonna like mess up the romance sometimes, you know. But your man needs them, and those are his boys, and he can't choose between you two, and you can't make him, you know, unless it gets crazy. You know, it should be a peaceful relationship. So the more you guys can kind of get along, you and his friends, the better off your relationship is going to be. And the better off, you know, he's going to feel about you. If his friends like you, that's motivation for him to be with you. Because they're like, oh yeah, you know, we like her. Like, my friends like her. My family likes her. Like, I like her. This is going great. So, you know, don't undermine his friends and don't think that, oh, I don't care what they think. Who cares if they like me? Like, no, you don't want to go over, but don't underestimate the power that friends have, because your friends, they impact you for sure. Your friends impact what you think, what you feel, all that. So it's the same. But that's going to be all for today. Rate, comment, and subscribe below. Please leave comments. I will read all of your comments, and if you have any video ideas, let me know.